Now, when I did my February wrap-up, I was in two minds about picking up Humanoids from the Deep, but you lovely people in there enabled me to purchase it by telling me how great it was. I was a little bit unsure. I knew it was a Roger Corman movie from 1980, directed by Barbara Peters, and that was kind of it. Kind of hokey movie, and I wasn't prepared for how awesome, entertaining and brilliant this movie was. Real exploitation gold in amongst this one, and one that I will tell you right now is wholeheartedly getting a strong recommendation from me. I really enjoyed this movie quite a lot. Now we get Doug McClure as Jim in this. He's one of many characters that live in this small town that are starting to be attacked by these creatures from the sea. And one of the things I really enjoyed about this is it felt like a movie from the late 60s. Felt kind of safe. Those kind of creatures attacking humans. Creature from the Black Lagoon type of movies. Sting of Death, that kind of thing. But it had some really strong 80s sensibilities in it. And that was with the monsters, with the blood and the gore and the unnecessarily but always appreciated nudity that comes with these kind of movies. I had that by the bucket load sensibilities of the 60s and storytelling, and the gore and the nudity and the silliness of the early 80s, late 70s, which I really thought melded wonderfully together. Now we have a faint kind of ecological story here with the fact that this cannery that is opening up, they've been doing experiments on salmon to make them more fatter and more better for harvesting and getting more money out of. Of course, some have escaped. Some kind of creatures ate them, and because the DNA has been played about with, have mutated into these humanoids from the deep. And it's a kind of warning sign against big business messing with nature and altering things. It doesn't have to be there, but I like when these exploitation movies try a little bit to create a thematic or maybe even a warning, or try to add a little bit more into their storytelling. But it's all about the creatures. The creatures are fantastic. These big bulking behemoths look gnarly, they're twisted, they're textured, they're wonderful. They're guys in a suit, but they look great and they look plentiful as well, which is strange because I watched the extras and they only had like one suit, and it's just all different kind of angles replaced from that. Or three suits, sorry, but only one that really was on camera most of the time. And the characters are kind of interesting enough, you've got enough people to really latch on to. Some you like, some you don't, some you want to see survive. But what I really liked about this one as well was the fact that I thought it was going to be more subdued a little bit, a couple of people fighting against the system because they've discovered these weird creatures. But no, when we get to the final third of the movie, it's quite apparent they're having a fair, they're having a town get together, the creatures attack, everybody's there, it's big, grandiose, brash, in your face and exciting, and very different than what I expected. I thought it was going to be a low-key ending to this movie, but the fact that it just attacked the town was sheer delightful. It's impactful, it's stunning to look at, it looks as if there's so much carnage. It adds a bucket load of production value to the movie. I thought it was really well done, and the fact that the editors created such wonderful images throughout the movie, whether it be the attack in the house with the housewife who defends herself, whether it be the attack in the fairground, the way he's flipped images, turned them around to make it seem as if there's more humanoids than there actually is wonderfully put together. The characters are great, whether it be Vic Morrow, Anne Turco or Doug McClure or any of those actors. They all give it a sense of seriousness about their performance as they deliver at home. It's a silly kind of movie, but I really enjoyed it. Going into the extra material, I was quite interested to hear that they kind of added elements into it. The kind of monster rape that happens, which isn't really in your face, it's just more implied sort of thing. It is just a weird inclusion to have these humanoids from the deep come out to capture humans and kill them, but not only that, but to rape the women as well seems completely superfluous, but it's a strange oddity that they added in after the fact, but it kind of works within the movie itself. Now, this wonderful case is one of those soft touch cases which I love. The extras on this includes a booklet inside and the slipcase, but it also has an audio commentary by Kim Newman and Sean Hogan, which I've not listened to as yet. Another commentary by Sam Dagan, which again I've not listened to the commentaries as yet. It's got the Making of Humanoids from the Deep retrospective, which is really great, highly recommended, about 25 minutes in length and really full of great information. I thought it was wonderful. And Leonard Maltin interviews Roger Corman, which was really quite good. It's a product of the time when the movie came out, but just having these two people converse was really interesting. I thought this was a really fun release. I had a great deal of entertainment with it. I'm glad I picked it up. I'm glad you guys out there saw sense, or made me see sense and pick it up, and I thoroughly recommend it. Exploitation gold. I highly recommend it. Love to know your thoughts on Humanoids from the Deep. Let me know in the comment box below. I'll see you next time on Man v Film.